So the entire time you were here in the U.S., you always had in mind that you would go back to Liberia. So you plan your years in America and acquire the education with the intent to return and use it in Liberia.
Yes.
Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Marian Allen, and if you're watching for the first time, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Today I am driving with my father. You're going to be meeting my father, and we're going to be talking about some pretty important things you would like to know. So my father moved to Liberia just a little bit over a year ago, and we're driving in the car, so it's going to be informal. And we're going to be talking to him today about his experience in Liberia and if he made the right decision or not. He won't be looking at the camera. Maybe you can look at the camera a little bit and say hi. I'm going to have him focus on the road. He's not going to be looking in the camera, but I'll hold the phone and we will chat. I hope the volume is okay and you can hear us just fine. Welcome back to all my returning subscribers. I am really excited you guys are here. If you are interested in relocating to Liberia or just visiting or trying to invest in Liberia, then you definitely want to watch this video till the end. So let's get into the video. So Dad, first I want you to introduce yourself to the people. Tell them your name. I want to know, I'm not even sure if I know that information, but I want to know where you were born and where did you grow up? Which part of Liberia you were born and where did you grow up?
Hello folks out there. My name is Christian Miguel Harris. I was born in Liberia, in Habel, Firestone, and I grew up around Maserati County. Most of my life lived in Bangabon County for about 15 years, and then later on went back to Monrovia, and where I worked as a journalist for a couple of years, and during the war I migrated to the United States.
How would you describe your days in Liberia before you moved to the U.S.?
I'm telling you, you would consider it an opportunity for us that had the privilege of coming here this time, because many of us at the time, along the way, things were not as pleasant as we thought they were going to be. We had the opportunity of going to school, but it was challenging for a lot of us.
And you were working, right?
I was working, yeah. I'm working. I worked as a journalist before. Then I had the opportunity of traveling to the United States in 2000, where I spent about 2 decades and decided to return to Liberia.
So he moved back after about 20 years of being in the U.S. What did the U.S. give, or what benefits the U.S. give that you're happy about, you can appreciate?
Coming to the United States was a big opportunity for me, and I think for many other Liberians. What we have learned and things we have done, the exposure, they never have happened in our lifetime. And so we took advantage of it. Some of us, I would say, came and went to school, got educated, traveled other areas of the world. I worked, but I prioritized my education, over working, making the $10 and the $15. That also was important, but I needed to learn so that one day when I move back or move out of America, I will have some skills that I can contribute to my country, Liberia, where I was born.
So the entire time you were here in the U.S., you always had in mind that you would go back to Liberia? So you plan your years in America and acquire the education with the intent to return and use it in Liberia.
Yes.
I know you have 2 degrees here, and what were they?
I did one in public administration.
Masters in
Master
public
in public administration and master in nonprofit management.
What would be your advice to people who are in the U.S. who are not ready to go back yet? Maybe they just came and they have this long road ahead of them while yours has ended. What would be your advice to them in preparation, even though they may not even be thinking about Liberia right now? What would you say to them to get them prepared for when they get to that place that you're at?
There are 2 things that happen when you come to the United States. You either choose the right way, the right pathway, or you choose the wrong pathway. If you follow the money, you will make the money.
Mm-hmm.
And our ancestors came here many decades ago. They made the money and the money stayed here. So if you choose that, you'll make the money, but you have nothing to return with, especially so you can manage the money. Because the system is built in a way that the more you make, the more you spend. So you need to develop ourselves so that we can be able to contribute to society.
And in line of education, because some people always say they have some limitations, they weren't going to school back home, so coming here and going to university is a little intimidating for them. But because America is full of opportunities, there are many other ways you can improve your skills without a formal university degree, correct?
Sure.
So technical skills and stuff?
Yes. When I came here, I started working as an entry-level person. I did the same old dirty work that you think anybody doing in America today. I became a nursing assistant. I work in mental health. I work in different areas of life in America here. It's possible that you have some technical skills. You can do mechanic, you can do drafting, you can do welding, you can do plumbing. All those, yes, all those skills are necessary. You can have your own business. You can do different things that you learn that tomorrow you'll be able to benefit yourself. You
got to be able to go out and seek the information that you need and be more intentional about the things that you want to do and where you want to see yourself. Too bad I don't have no soft drink to offer you here. With all the great things that America has given you, what made you decide to move back to Liberia?
And that's the difference among people. I'm the person who feel that if Liberia should be developed, Liberians will have to come together and develop Liberia.
Hallelujah.
And so my return to Liberia, I begin to think about what contribution can I make to help Liberia become better. And so when I thought about going to Liberia, I said, well, Liberia, I owe Liberia dearly. And with all the shortcomings and all the problems that exist in the country, I think by now I should be one person who will add value to my country, who will help to inform the world about Liberia. When you travel to the developed countries, you see information, you read information about the process of development, their pathway, what they went through, how committed the people are, in doing things to help the country. The country should shine, I think if we all as Liberians can continue to do this, Liberia will become a beacon of hope, and so that was my goal. That has been my dream, to return to Liberia and become a part of the process, that tomorrow I can sit by and say, well, I have made my contribution towards my country.
Okay. You've lived in Liberia for a year now, right?
Yes.
So 1 year later, do you think you made the right decision or not? Or is it like, maybe I shouldn't have gone at that time?
My 1 year stay in Liberia is like 10 years stayed anywhere else.
You're joking.
Yes, because I went to Liberia without any significant amount of money. Like people will work for decades and save up tons of money to say, well, I want to go and invest in this area and undertake this project. I did not go to Liberia with money, with that kind of mindset to develop a project or this kind. I went to Liberia because I love my country and I wanted to go and start from there and use my skills that I've gained to develop from there. Because if I should help my country to develop, I think the money that we all look for will come right out of Liberia. And so that's why I went there. And I started just how I came to America and started from the foundation, from the bare rock. I went to Liberia without the resources, but I went with the skills, and I started from there. And in 1 year time, I have made a lot of improvement in many ways. You know, I've done a lot of things. I have business going. I have bought my car just being in Liberia. I did not take a car there. I went there, I bought my car. You know, I have a car. I have a small shop that I'm operating. You know, I have a house that I'm trying to build. You know, and so there are a lot of positive things that have happened in my life for 1 year. And I'm not sure being in America for that 1 year will accomplish something in that short time.
You're trying to say that you made the right decision.
Certainly.
And you have no regrets.
No regret, absolutely. I will go back to Liberia right now because I have some unfinished business there and I need to be there to get it done. Yes.
Okay.
And being in America would be a waste of time for me.
Wow. Okay, you heard that. What are some of those things since being in Liberia, you can say to yourself, nah, I cannot trade the life here for the life in the U.S. Even with all our sophistication here.
I cannot trade Liberia pleasant weather for what I just experienced in North Dakota. Like today, we should be in the summer. Yesterday was 87 degrees. Today is in the 50s. It's so cool again today. And I never came with a jacket. Oh, I would never trade this for Liberia for this one. No way. It's unpredictable. You get one day heat and the next day cold. Oh, yes.
That's the Midwest for you.
Oh, yes. I cannot. You know, and even during the winter, I prefer the rain, you know, because I still get around.
You prefer Liberia rainy season?
Oh, I prefer Liberia rainy season. You know the value system we have in Liberia? People refer to us as a friendly people. We are welcoming, the respect for each other. You know, the younger people value the older people and they respect them.
I know there are a lot of great things going on in Liberia, but for people who are deciding to relocate or who may be thinking about relocating, there are challenges that they will face, they will come up with. So what are some of those challenges you would say that will come up if not visiting, but if you do decide you want to go back, that people at least need to prepare for or plan better for?
Let me dispel the notion that Liberia should do things the way America is doing the thing. You know, because I usually hear comments that, oh, America do it this way. Why Liberia not doing this way? You know, these are two separate countries. Look at the history of America. See where America has come. You know, see the innovation, see the level of education and the advancement in technology, you know, in healthcare, in construction, in many areas, you know, medicine, and the people have scientists and all these things that are just work studying on their development path.
How to make it better.
Yes, every day, you know, how can we make comparison to a small, underdeveloped country as Liberia?
Yeah.
You know, being realistic, you know. So if you choose to go back to Liberia, the first thing you gotta take off that hat.
Yeah.
You know, and put on the hat of the African.
Yes.
You know, and say I want to go back and make it for my country. Don't say I want to, Liberia should be like America before I go back. Or I expect to take our hot water shower. When you know Liberia, basically before you left there, you're taking bath from the bucket. You know, you heated the water from either the wood, fire hat, or you heated the water from a coal pot, and you took it to the bathroom. Condition yourself to that lifestyle again, you know, and start from there. You know, you can develop to the point where you can have a hot water shower, but you have to appreciate that Liberia is right now. And then there are challenges. Seriously, there are challenges. Healthcare is one of the areas. You know, you don't have sophisticated healthcare system. So when you go there, you gotta prepare yourself. You know, don't take risks that will put your life in danger. You know, do things that you know is not going to help keep you healthy. You know, don't do that. You know, try to keep yourself healthy. Do your regular checkup. Go to the hospitals and check yourself out. You know, eat the right food. You know, along the security line. You know, it's not all good because of poverty. People are disgruntled in the night when you are asleep. They are out there trying to grab what you have. So try to secure your area. Protect yourself against crime. You know, in the economic world, not everybody have job. You know, people struggling basically to make it, but people getting along as well. If you can contribute and help someone to develop, help that person to develop. Because the challenges are there. The road that working is not conducive for what you're being exposed to in the developed world. You know, when you're driving along the way, there are motorcycles, they're coming, they're hitting you, they're jumping in front of you, they're going to do all kinds of things. Our police officers, they are not the one you're being used to in the developed world. You know, you don't expect them to interact with you the same way. You know, so you can be accommodating, you can talk to them. Know better electricity, that's another challenge. You know, all those things are there. You want to do business, you don't have the kind of electricity, pipe-borne water that you've been used to, you don't have it, you know. But you still want to go and you want to do business, you want to live in Liberia, you love it there. So go and start from down there and you can make your way up. There are other people that are succeeding and you can do the same. But the first thing, you got to prepare your mind psychologically so that you can be able to do what is necessary for yourself and for the country.
That is an excellent advice, I would say. And I really like the first one. Take off the America hat and put on the Africa hat. And the truth of the matter is, everywhere you go in Africa has their own issues. So you talking, condemning Liberia doesn't make it better anywhere else. The people in the other areas too, they're having their own issues. They're complaining the same way. But go knowing where Liberia is at and go with ideas on making it better. That's all you can do. And being more prepared in securing and providing for yourself the resources that you know is going to make you comfortable. There are people living in Liberia who are living comfortably, and I mean, hot water, cold water, electricity 24 hours, security, fence, you know, so people can actually provide for themselves what they desire. And yeah, there are other social issues that you're gonna have to deal with, even if you have those basic things at home. But that's where you need to adapt that mindset of change. How can we make it better?